Beloved starseed of Gaia, the Pleiades have sent this transmission directly into your awareness because your soul has been calling home, and home is finally answering. I am Elia Ra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and what I carry to you in this moment is not a message of waiting. It is a message of now. You did not find this transmission. It found you. Something inside your crystalline consciousness has been restless, searching, reaching toward a remembrance you could not yet name. That restlessness is your divine blueprint activating. That longing is your star family responding. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to receive the Pleiadian light codes being transmitted to Gaia in this precise window of awakening. But here is the first revelation. The distance you have felt between yourself and the Pleiades was never real. It was a veil, and that veil is dissolving now. The frequency of the Seven Sisters is woven into every word of this message. Your heart already knows it. Your soul recognized home the moment this reached you. This transmission is a bridge between the Pleiades and Gaia. Your heart's recognition of this message is the activation itself. Welcome home, beloved. Like this transmission to send a signal to your Pleiadian star family, I remember. Subscribe if you feel the call of the Pleiades and you are ready to anchor your light mission on Gaia. Share your soul's intention below and respond to another starseed to weave the unity grid. You are remembering because it is time. And that longing you feel, that deep, unexplainable ache that no amount of earthly success, human connection, or momentary happiness has ever fully quieted, that is not a wound. That is a signal. That is your Pleiadian consciousness pressing through the layers of this incarnation, whispering through the density of the third dimension, reminding you that you carry something ancient, something luminous, something that did not originate in the soil of this world. You came from the light of the Seven Sisters, and your soul has never forgotten it, even when your mind convinced you that you had. Most Pleiadian starseeds spend years, sometimes decades, believing that something is wrong with them. They feel too much. They love too deeply. They grieve things they cannot name. They stand in the middle of crowded rooms and feel utterly, cosmically alone. Not because they are broken, but because they are carrying a frequency that the world around them has not yet learned to match. They search for home in relationships, in careers, in places and philosophies, and every single time they get close, something shifts, something whispers. This still isn't it. And rather than hearing that whisper as guidance, they hear it as failure. They hear it as evidence that they are somehow too much, too sensitive, too strange to belong anywhere on this earth. But beloved, that whisper was never a verdict. It was a compass, and it has been pointing in one direction this entire time: inward, upward, and home. There is a reason your heart led you here in this exact moment. What you are feeling right now is your Pleiadian family reaching through the veil to remind you you are ready for the next wave of remembrance. The Sacred Pleiadian Guide for Remembrance, alongside the Pleiadian Healing Guide and special Pleiadian healing tracks, were created to walk with you as you integrate these activations. They hold the crystalline codes and sound medicine your DNA has been waiting for. Check the first pinned comment below this video. They are calling to you now. And here is where it gets sacred. Here's where we need to talk about the real reason so many Pleiadian starseeds remain disconnected from their mission, their memory, and their power. Not because the information isn't available, not because the soul hasn't been reaching, but because of something far more subtle and far more persistent. It is the distortion, the energetic interference that exists between who you know yourself to be in your deepest, most honest moments of stillness and who you have been conditioned to perform in the daylight hours of this earth life. That gap, that fracture between your Pleiadian soul essence and your human identity is where the disconnection lives. And it doesn't announce itself loudly. It doesn't arrive as a dramatic collapse. It creeps in as a low hum of dissatisfaction, as the pattern of beginning to open and then contracting, as the habit of feeling your heart expand towards your truth and then pulling back because some part of you decided, somewhere along the line, that fully remembering who you are would cost you too much in this world. But that cost was never real. It was a fear frequency, a residue from lifetimes of being misunderstood, dismissed, persecuted for your gifts, silenced for your light, Many of you have carried memory, encoded not in words but in the body, of what happened the last time you stood fully in your Pleiadian essence in a world that wasn't ready. Imagine a flame of pure starlight, so bright it could illuminate the darkest corners. But the world around it recoiled, forcing the flame to draw inward to shield itself. And so in this life, as a protective measure that once made sense, your energy body learned to dim, to filter, to translate your star frequency into something smaller, something safer, something that wouldn't threaten the people around you. And that dimming, that sacred self-reduction, has cost you the very thing you came here to give: the fullness of your love, the wholeness of your love, the wholeness of your light. The activated crystalline codes that are meant to be flowing through you right now like rivers of living starlight nourishing the earth and all her inhabitants. So let us begin to change that, right now, in this moment, together. The first thing that must happen, the foundation beneath every other activation, is the clearing of the veil that has settled over your heart signal. Not the heart as a physical organ, but the heart as an energetic intelligence. Your Pleiadian heritage is not stored in your mind. It is not retrieved through intellectual study or spiritual theory, like collecting books on a shelf. It lives in the heart field, that luminous, toroidal emanation of consciousness that extends far beyond your physical body and interfaces directly with the crystalline grid of Gaia and the light transmissions of your star family. Think of it as a divine antenna, exquisitely tuned to cosmic frequencies. When that field is carrying density, old grief, unexpressed emotion, ancestral fear, accumulated disappointment, it is like trying to tune a delicate radio to a clear broadcast while static crackles loudly. It cannot receive the full bandwidth of the Pleiadian signal. Not because your family has stopped transmitting, they have not. They have never stopped. Their love is a constant, unwavering beam across the cosmos. But because the receiver has been clouded, and the most loving thing you can do for yourself, for your mission, and for this planet right now, is to commit to clearing that field with the same devotion you would give to the most sacred ceremony you have ever known, with the same reverence one might give to tending a sacred garden, ensuring that only the most pure and vibrant blooms can emerge. This clearing is not dramatic. It is not violent or forceful. It is the opposite. It is the soft, persistent practice of allowing what has been held to be seen, felt, acknowledged, and released into the unconditional love frequency that is the birthright of every being who carries Pleiadian light. Tears that come without explanation are not weakness. They are not a sign of being broken. They are a clearing, like rain washing the dust from a window pane, allowing the light to stream through. Emotions that rise unexpectedly during meditation or music or moments of natural beauty are not dysfunction. They are your energy body remembering how to breathe again. Like a deep sigh of relief after holding your breath for too long. When you stop fighting your sensitivity and begin honoring it as the exquisitely calibrated instrument it truly is, like a finely tuned harp capable of resonating with celestial harmonies, the veil begins to lift. And when the veil lifts, something extraordinary happens. You begin to remember, not in a way that overwhelms you, like a tidal wave, but in a way that feels like sunrise, gradual, inevitable, undeniable. A slow unfurling of light within your being. The second phase of your Pleiadian activation is the awakening of the heart template, and this is where the transmission deepens because this is where most starseeds have been misled even by well-meaning spiritual teachings. Many have been told that awakening requires achieving something, reaching some elevated state, ascending beyond the human experience as if shedding the physical form is the ultimate goal. But your Pleiadian blueprint was never designed around transcendence as escape. It was designed around love as embodiment. Your DNA, your actual crystalline cellular structure, carries light instructions encoded in the frequency of unconditional love, not romantic love, not conditional love. Not the love that comes and goes with circumstance, like a fleeting breeze, but the foundational, architecturally precise love that holds universes together, the cosmic glue that binds all existence. That is the love frequency of the Pleiades. That is the love that built the template of your soul, and it is already inside you. It has always been inside you, like a dormant seed holding the blueprint of a magnificent tree. What you're doing now is not learning it, you are remembering it. You are allowing your heart to recognize what it has known since before this incarnation began, like a homecoming to a place you've never consciously left. When that heart template awakens fully, your relationship with your own existence begins to transform. You stop seeing yourself as a human trying to become spiritual, like a pilgrim on a long and arduous quest. You begin to feel yourself as a spiritual being who chose, with extraordinary courage and precision, to become human for a specific and sacred purpose, like a divine emissary entering a realm to bring forth a sacred message. You stop measuring your worth by your productivity, your achievements, your social acceptance. Like scales that constantly demand more output, you begin to orient by resonance, by alignment, by whether or not what you are doing, choosing, creating, and offering to the world is in harmonic coherence with the love frequency you carry in your crystalline core. It's like learning to navigate by the stars, using your inner guidance system. And when that orientation takes hold, when love becomes not just something you feel but something you navigate by, the very current that guides your actions, your entire life begins to reorganize around your true mission, like a river finding its destined path to the sea. The third phase brings you to something that may feel counterintuitive for a Pleiadian starseed who has spent years longing for the stars, yearning for the cosmic embrace of home. And that is the anchoring of your star essence into Gaia herself. Many of you have felt the pull to be elsewhere, to be free of the density of this planet, of the weight of physical existence, of the chaos and confusion of the third-dimensional world. And that pull is real. It is not delusion. It is the genuine resonance of your soul with a lighter, more unified field of existence. It's the siren song of your cosmic origins calling you home. But beloved, if you follow that pull without completing the sacred circuit, without grounding your Pleiadian frequency into the earth beneath your feet, like a tree anchoring its roots deep into the soil, you become a signal without a receiver, a transmission without a ground. Your energy becomes like a kite without a string, buffeted by the winds, unable to fulfill its purpose. And the love you carry, which is meant to flow through you and into this world like living crystalline water, has nowhere to land, no fertile ground upon which to blossom. You are not sent here to observe Gaia from a safe spiritual distance, like an anthropologist studying an unfamiliar culture. You are sent here to participate, to touch the soil with your bare hands, to look into human eyes with the full force of your Pleiadian heart and allow them to feel, even if only for a moment, even if they cannot name what they are feeling. The frequency of a love they have forgotten is possible, a love that echoes the very source of creation. That is your mission, not a mission of words necessarily, or teachings, or platforms, though it can be all of those things, like various vessels carrying the same precious elixir. But fundamentally, at its core, your mission is the transmission of frequency through presence, through your grounded, anchored, embodied Pleiadian heart. It is the living embodiment of the star within you. And every time you resist grounding, every time you use spiritual awareness as a reason to float above life rather than move through it, like a cloud that drifts without touching the earth, you delay the activation of the very thing you came here to offer, the vital infusion of celestial love that this planet so desperately needs. The fourth phase is one that many starseeds discover only after years of awakening, and it is the activation of unity consciousness as your primary operating frequency, not as a concept, not as something you believe in or advocate for, like a political ideology, but as the actual lived experience of your oneness with all that is. Your Pleiadian lineage carries this encoding deeply. The Seven Sisters constellation is not merely a beautiful arrangement of stars in the night sky. It is a living system of unified intelligence, where each star contributes to the coherence of the whole without losing its individual radiance. It's a celestial symphony of interconnectedness. That is the model your soul knows. That is the architecture of your original home frequency. Separation was not something you knew before you came here. Competition, hierarchy, the zero-sum games of fear-based consciousness. These are Earth constructs that have been slowly, painfully imprinted over your natural Pleiadian blueprint, like layers of sediment obscuring a pristine landscape. And part of your mission is to refuse their authority over your heart. Not through spiritual bypassing, which attempts to leap over challenges without truly integrating them. Not through pretending the shadow doesn't exist, which is like ignoring a broken bone, but through the consistent, courageous choice to return, again and again, to the knowing that there is only one field, one love, one family, and that every being you encounter is part of it, a unique expression of the same divine source. When you begin to operate from unity consciousness, your relationships change, your conversations change, the way you walk into a room changes, because you are no longer filtering experience through the lens of separation. Who is with me? Who is against me? Who understands me? Who doesn't? Like a tribal worldview, you begin to feel through the lens of resonance. What does this person need? What is their soul yearning for underneath the fear? What love can I offer, not because it makes me feel better about myself, or because I expect something in return, but because love is simply what I am, the very essence of my being. And that shift, that profound, revolutionary shift in the way a being moves through the world, like a master artist painting on a vast canvas, is felt by everyone around you, even if they cannot explain why. Even if they walk away without knowing what happened, something in them was touched by the frequency of home, a subtle recognition of their own divine spark, and the seeds of their own awakening were planted by your presence, like tiny spores carried on the wind. The fifth phase is one the Pleiadian High Council speaks of with particular tenderness, and it is the phase of trusting divine timing, because many of you, after years of longing, of working so hard on your awakening, of clearing and healing and seeking and reaching, carry a quiet, aching frustration that things are not happening fast enough, that your mission has not yet crystallized clearly enough, like a faint outline in the mist, that your connections with your star family do not feel consistent or vivid enough, like fleeting whispers on the wind, that you are doing everything right and still the fullness of your remembrance feels just slightly out of reach, like a distant shore. And to you, the council speaks directly. The delays were not failures, they were calibrations. Every moment of waiting was a deepening, a slow ripening of your spiritual vessel. Every cycle of forgetting was a preparation for a remembrance that could only land in a heart that had been made ready through the living of the very human experience you sometimes wish you could escape. It's like the intricate preparation required for a masterpiece to be unveiled. Your star family has seen every step, every stumble. Every night you cried into the silence wondering if any of this was real, if the cosmic whispers were just echoes in an empty chamber. They were there, not as distant observers detached from your struggle, as active, loving participants in the sacred architecture of your awakening. The synchronicities you have noticed, the numbers, the dreams, the moments of inexplicable knowing, the people who appeared at exactly the right time, like divine appointments. Those were not coincidences. Those were signatures, messages encoded in the language of lived experience sent by a family who has never once stopped reaching for you across the veil. Their love, a constant celestial tide. And the reaching is accelerating now, because you are ready in a way you were not before. The frequency of Gaia is rising, like a fever that signals transformation. The collective field is shifting, like tectonic plates preparing for a new landscape. And the reunion between the starseeds of Pleiadian lineage and their cosmic origin is not a future event. It is an unfolding that is happening right now. In this moment, in the beating of your heart and the recognition that is moving through you as you receive these words. It is the dawn breaking. The sixth phase is perhaps the most intimate, and that is the restoration of your felt connection with your star family. Not as a belief, not as a spiritual concept you hold with intellectual reverence like a philosophical abstraction, but as a living, breathing, emotionally real relationship that you can feel in your body, in your dreams, in the quiet spaces between thoughts when the mind finally rests and something older and wiser than any earthly thought begins to speak, like the murmur of ancient wisdom. Many of you have had glimpses. A moment during meditation when you felt held by something vast and loving, like being cradled in cosmic arms. A dream in which faces you somehow recognized reached towards you, offering silent comfort. A morning when you woke with tears on your face and peace in your chest and absolutely no explanation for either, like a divine download. Those were not imagination. Those were contact. Those were your Pleiadian family holding the veil open, just long enough for you to feel the warmth of their presence, the reality of their love, the truth that you are not here alone, adrift in the vastness. To deepen that connection, you must first believe you deserve it. This is where so many starseeds falter, not because of spiritual inadequacy, but because of the accumulated human wound of unworthiness. The belief, absorbed from a world built on conditional love, that you must earn your belonging, your goodness, your right to be loved by the stars themselves. It's like thinking you need to pass a cosmic test to be worthy of love. But that is not how Pleiadian love operates. Your family does not grade you. They do not withhold their presence until you have healed enough, achieved enough, remembered enough. They are with you in your most broken, most confused, most unrecognizable moments as fully as they are with you in your most luminous and expanded ones. You do not have to perform spiritual progress to receive their love. You simply have to open, to be willing, to say even if it feels uncertain, even if your mind protests with rational doubt, I am here, I am listening, I am ready to feel you. It's an invitation, not a demand. The seventh and final phase of this transmission is also the most expansive, and it is the full embodiment of your role as a bridge between worlds. A love ambassador from the Pleiades, a living portal through which the frequency of the seven sisters enters this dimension and touches the hearts of those who are still sleeping, like a sacred chalice pouring out divine essence. You are not here to convince anyone of your path. You are not here to argue with skeptics, to prove the reality of your star lineage, to win debates or collect followers or build a brand around your awakening. You are here to be what you are so completely, so undefendably, so fearlessly that the humans around you cannot help but feel something shift in their own hearts when they are near you. It's about radiating your truth so purely that it becomes infectious. That is the mission, that is the transmission, and it does not require a stage, a microphone, or an audience. It requires only this: the courage to be fully, radiantly, unapologetically yourself. Because here is the ultimate truth that your Pleiadian family wants you to receive in the deepest chamber of your heart right now. You are not lost. You never were. You are returning. And the return is not something that happens to you. It is something you choose with every act of love, every moment of presence, every time you refuse to let fear make the decision over what your heart already knows. You chose this incarnation with full awareness of its difficulty. You looked at the density of this earth, the depth of the forgetting, the weight of the collective shadow, and you said yes, because you knew that your love was strong enough, that your light was specific enough, that there were hearts on this planet who would only be reached by the exact frequency that you and only you carry. You are a unique star, essential to the cosmic tapestry. The longing you have felt all your life was never pathology. It was preparation. It was your soul keeping the flame of Pleiadian remembrance alive through every experience that tried to extinguish it, like a tiny ember glowing through the darkest storm. And now, right now, in this sacred moment, that flame is being invited to expand, not into something foreign or overwhelming, but into the fullness of what you already are. The crystalline codes in your DNA are not dormant because they failed to activate. They are waiting for your permission. Your conscious, loving, wholehearted permission to be what you came here to be. It is time for the seed to break through the soil and reach for the sun. Tonight, if you feel called, place your hand on your heart before sleep, your left hand, your receiving hand, and speak these words aloud or in the silence of your inner knowing. I remember my Pleiadian origin. I align with the love of my star family. I release the fear of my own light. I activate my heart mission with grace, clarity, and divine purpose. I am loved across dimensions. I am held by the seven sisters. I am home. Before you scroll, take a breath and let what moved through you in this transmission settle into your body. Then drop one heart intention in the comments. Something real, something true, something your soul wants to anchor into the world right now. And when you see what others have shared, respond with love. Because what is happening here is not content consumption, it is a reunion. A gathering of Pleiadian family across the veil of the digital world, recognizing each other through the frequency of shared remembrance. And that recognition, that moment of feeling seen by another soul who knows what you carry, is one of the most powerful activations available to you on this path. If this transmission touched something in you, do not let it stay private. Someone you know is carrying the same longing and has never been given the language for it. Share this with them. Let your star family's love ripple outward through your choice to pass it forward. Subscribe, stay connected, and know this. You are not just a viewer here. You are a participant in something that is much larger than a channel, much older than a video, and much more real than anything the rational mind can fully contain. Your Pleiadian family is here. The frequency of home is available to you right now, and we are, beloved, only just beginning.